Good evening, and picture this: George Clooney, Hollywood royalty, stepping into the real world without bodyguards, stylists, or private jets. A scenario both hilarious and eye-opening. That's the premise of On Location, the new film where Clooney plays Jay Kelly, a superstar who has spent decades in curated luxury, never fending for himself, never experiencing life on its own terms. But when his daughter Daisy embarks on a backpacking trip across Europe, Jay decides to follow her, dragging his ever-present entourage along. His loyal but sarcastic manager Ron, a ruthless publicist, a flaky makeup artist, an inscrutable security detail, and a stylist carrying Louis Vuitton bags. What unfolds is more than comedy. It's an exploration of fatherhood, identity, and the clash between a life of privilege and the unpredictability of real travel. The film invites us to laugh, reflect, and maybe even reconsider how we experience the world ourselves. The journey begins in Malibu, California, where Jay's life is the epitome of glamour. His modernist home, with a pristine swimming pool and expansive views, represents both fantasy and subtle melancholy. Production designer Mark Tildesley sought to strike a delicate balance. The house had to feel like a real family home, warm yet slightly empty, a place that once held life but now stands as a showcase for celebrity perfection. Interestingly, this Malibu estate once belonged to Jack Nicholson. Yet for practical filming purposes, the interiors were reconstructed on sound stages at Shepperton Studios in Surrey, England. Every detail, from furniture to lighting, was chosen to reflect a life both enviable and lonely. Even behind-the-scenes tidbits, like Adam Sandler playing basketball in Clapham or exploring London in his signature puffer jacket and shorts, lend authenticity to the film's blend of fantasy and grounded reality. From California, Jay jets to Europe only to find Daisy has moved ahead of him, traveling by train through Paris and into Italy. Cue a series of comedic misadventures as Jay and his entourage transition from private jet luxury to crowded train carriages. Milano Centrale, Italy's bustling main station, becomes a backdrop for this culture clash. The production team combined genuine vintage carriages with soundstage recreations, while digital projections simulated rolling Italian landscapes outside the windows. Every frame captures the contrast between Jay's controlled, glamorous world and the spontaneous unpredictability of travel. The sequence is both visually stunning and humorously relatable, showcasing Clooney navigating unfamiliar territory, fumbling through public interactions, and gradually learning to rely on his wits rather than assistance or technology. One of the film's most visually striking moments is a chase scene mid-train journey, where Jay pursues a handbag thief, leaps from the carriage into open fields, and ends up in a rural cemetery. Since no real cemetery existed near the train tracks, Tildesley's team built one from scratch, carving tombstones from polystyrene and finishing them with plaster. This dedication to detail reflects the film's larger theme: a controlled, polished world meeting the unpredictable reality of life on location. Beyond the humor and spectacle, the movie explores deeper layers: parental absence, the tension between fame and family, and the rediscovery of simple human experiences. As Jay navigates unfamiliar streets, trains, and landscapes, audiences are reminded that even the most glamorous lives are shaped by challenges, missteps, and moments of genuine connection. After the Milano train sequence, Jay's journey takes him deeper into Italy, from the rolling hills of Tuscany to the sun-drenched Italian Riviera. Each location is more than a backdrop. It reflects the emotional arc of the story. Production designer Mark Tildesley emphasizes that these sites were chosen for their texture, color, and ability to blend cinematic beauty with authenticity. In Tuscany, Jay experiences small-town life, wandering through cobbled streets, bustling markets, and sunlit vineyards, a stark contrast to his life of controlled glamour. The camera lingers on these moments, inviting the audience to savor the landscapes and the subtle transformation of Jay, who begins to appreciate life beyond premieres, photo ops, and hotel suites. The blend of humor, visual splendor, and genuine human moments makes these sequences particularly inspiring for viewers and travelers alike. The Italian Riviera scenes bring a sense of playfulness to Jay's European adventure. As he attempts to catch up with Daisy, the entourage struggles to maintain its composure amid crowded beaches, narrow alleyways, and local transportation. Clooney's performance balances comedic timing with emotional depth, showing a father learning humility, patience, and empathy. The filmmakers cleverly juxtapose opulence with ordinary life. Luxury villas sit beside bustling piazzas, private yachts contrast with public ferries, and extravagant meals share screen time with casual local cafes. Every scene reinforces the film's central theme. Even a life filled with privilege cannot shield one from the surprises, challenges, and joys of real-world experiences. The result is a journey that's both visually dazzling and emotionally resonant, keeping audiences engaged beyond the laughter. As Jay nears the end of his tour, the narrative shifts to reflection and reconciliation. In quiet moments amid the Alps and Tuscan landscapes, he begins to confront his own choices. Career ambitions that once eclipsed family, moments of absence from Daisy's life, and the need to find balance. The cinematography amplifies this introspection, using natural light, wide-open vistas, and intimate close-ups to communicate both awe and vulnerability. The film subtly raises questions for viewers. How often do we let work or ambition separate us from loved ones? Can a journey into the unknown rekindle connections long neglected? These layers make On Location more than a travelogue. It is a story of human growth, the importance of presence, and the rediscovery of life's small, meaningful moments. Finally, Jay's grand European tour concludes not with spectacle, but with subtle fulfillment. He reunites with Daisy, but more importantly, he reconnects with himself, gaining perspective on family, priorities, and the unexpected joys of stepping outside one's comfort zone. From Malibu's sunlit pools to the cobblestone streets of Tuscany, the film celebrates travel, culture, and the small adventures that reveal character. The blend of humor, celebrity charm, and cinematic craftsmanship ensures viewers remain captivated from start to finish. On Location is ultimately a reminder that no matter how curated a life may seem, true growth happens when we embrace uncertainty, follow our loved ones, and experience the world firsthand. And for audiences, it offers both inspiration and the irresistible lure of a European adventure through the eyes of a Hollywood icon.